Well, as we begin the month of November, organizations across the country are putting the focus on our men, our fathers and sons who may be struggling with depression or anxiety. Today, a group called Building a Refuge held their big event in Hamilton County at Harley-Davidson of Indianapolis. The organization focuses on building a community around men who are hurting and giving them an opportunity to see hope. They do this by sharing their own personal stories.
You can imagine.
Unfortunately, with men, we have this idea that we have to be strong. We have to, and yes, we do want to be strong for our families, but we also need to be transparent in the pain that we have and the things that are going on in our lives. And unfortunately, we don't do that. And when things start to happen and things get progressively worse, we tend to isolate ourselves. And so that's what we're trying to do with Building a Refuge, is bring men out of isolation, out of that time where they think they have to do it all. Talk to you guys about
Eric Robinson, the group's founder, says he can relate to other men who need that support since he dealt with bankruptcy, which led to anxiety, depression, and an attempt to take his own life.
Community saved my life. I was one of those guys that I just spoke about, that when struggles and things happened in my life, I isolated myself. I had this gigantic ego, and my pride was as big as this room, and so there was nothing that anybody could say to me that would bring me into something like this.
Robinson says they are not a counseling group, just a community group that helps bridge the gap from isolation to treatment. He says there are no expectations, no pressure, just men sharing their stories. They meet once a month at Beer Brewery in Carmel. And now that we are in November, you will start seeing men taking part in No Shave November, a global movement that focuses on men's health. This is a photo we showed you of the Building Refuge group from last year. The movement hopes to put a fun twist on a serious issue, using the mustache as a catalyst to give the men an opportunity and confidence to learn and talk about their health. According to Movember, the average life expectancy for men in the U.S. is almost 5 years less than women.